Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Liu Zhaoyu, and I'm a PhD student at National University of Singapore. So today I'm going to present our work exploring the team strategy dynamics in tennis doubles matches. Yeah. So tennis doubles matches actually involves two teams. Each team consists of two players. So in total, four players play against each other. So it is actually a highly dynamic and strategic games compared with the single matches. And usually their players needs to coordinate together with their partners to come up strategies to beat opponents. Actually, existing works in racket sports, they mainly focus on single matches and few focus on the strategy analytics in the doubles matches. So that's why we dive into this area and come up with this work. Okay. So this is the overview of our approach. So basically in tennis, the overall winning chance is determined by the reliability of sub-skills as well as the players' playing patterns against different opponents. So in this work, we model the tennis double matches as the Markov decision model. And then using the Markov decision model, we can predict the match outcomes and also recommend corresponding strategies for them to increase their chance of winning using a technique called probabilistic model checking. So these slides just show how we model the tennis double matches. Basically, we simplify the whole match as simplified tiebreak games. So the player the teams whoever reach 7 points first will win the match. So here we assume that the team who is more likely to win a tiebreak game is more likely to win the whole match. And we denote the players at team 1 as P1 and P2, and the players at team 2 as P3 and P4. Yeah. And for the Markov decision process, it consists of different modules. So like states, actions, transitions, as well as the policies. So for the states, we model the game in it has 6 different kind of states. For example, the serve state, return state, as well as volley means when a player hit the ball at the net, and also smash and the stroke. For the actions, it means the possible actions that each player can take at certain states. For example, the first serve or second serve towards the T body or wide area, and also the forehand, backhand, stroke, volley, lob, smash towards cross court, down the line, or inside in or inside out. And for different state action pairs, it has 3 possible outcomes, which is the ball is inbound, or it is directly a winner, or it makes an error, hit the net or hit out of the bound. And if the ball is a winner or error, it will just end this point and go to the next serve. And if the ball is in, it will transit to a non-deterministic state until one of the player makes a mistake or hit a winner. For the policies, it just represents the probability distribution for actions at different states. And basically, we learn the transitions as well as the policies from the historical matches. And next, I just want to show the model using several examples. So, for example, this is for a serve state. Player 1 is serving from the deuce court. He has 3 possible actions, which is serve towards body, serve towards the wide area, or serve towards the tee. And for each action, there are 3 possible outcomes. If the ball is in, the player at the opposing team will return the ball using his forehand because it's a wide serve from the deuce card, that player will like forehand return the ball. So it will trigger the next state. And if the serve wide is error, the player one will got the second chance to serve the ball. And if like the wide serve is an ace, like represents a winner, so team one will win a point and it will go to the next point. Yeah, similarly, this is the like modeling for return state. Player two at the 8th court doing a backhand return. So these are the possible actions. He can like backhand down the line, or he can backhand cross court. Also, you can see in the double matches, the players also tends to stand at the net to volley the ball in advance. So that's why sometimes they will play the ball, they will lob the ball above the opponents, trying to, let the ball go beyond the opponents at the net. So for example, if they do the backhand down the line, like normal shots, can be in, error, or winner. So error or winner will lead to like directly winning a point or losing a point. And if the ball is in, the player at the net over there, he can like volley the ball at the deuce court. And maybe sometimes the ball will go past him. So the player at the bottom line will take the ball at the deuce court and do a deuce court stroke at the baseline. Yeah. And well, for the backhand, like for example, for the backhand cross court, if the ball is like inbound, the player 3 or player 4 at the opponent will either like smash the ball at the net, or they will like take the ball at the baseline. Yeah, and similarly, for the like volley, meaning the player will volley the ball at the net. They have different possible actions at different positions using different handedness, leading to different like next states. And similarly for the smash, yeah, for the smash, usually the player like volley back. They usually, if they can receive the ball, usually it's at the baselines. Well, but for most of the cases, a smash will lead to a winner. Yeah. Yeah, and similarly, this is for the stroke state. Yeah, so basically we conduct some preliminary experiments on the NCAA tennis double matches. So we use like 2 matches between Louisiana State University versus University of Florida. Another match is LSU versus University of South Carolina. We collect shot-by-shot data from the video recordings. And due to the like limited data, we try to combine these two matches together, so become LSU versus like all other teams. So first, we try to see whether our models can predict the match outcome accurately. So through the technique probabilistic model checking I mentioned just now, so the LSU's minimum winning chance. The winning chance for LSU range from 0.73558 to about 0.769. Well, for other teams, it's like 0.223 to like 0.26. So our preliminary result just show that it aligned well with the actual match results, where LSU indeed defeated both teams with great advantages. But we want to do like strategy analytics beyond just purely analyzing the winning chances. So that's why we also investigate to see whether we can come up with some opponent-specific strategy recommendations for either teams. So how we do that? Basically, we modify the parameters in the MDP model, such as the playing patterns, as well as like success rate for certain sub-skills. and observe their change to the overall winning chance. For example, we found that player one from team one, if he can increase his forehand, reduce the error rate for his forehand cross court at the deuce court by 5%, the overall winning chance for team one's winning rate will increase by 1.6%. Similarly, like if team two change their playing, maybe their strategies, serve more towards team one's T area, their overall winning chance will increase by about 2%. So similarly, we can like conduct a set of so-called sensitive analysis to formally verify the effectiveness of different strategies and observe their effects on the overall winning chance. And this can be like applied by players and coaches. Yeah, so in conclusion, we have come up with like model for tennis double matches using Markov decision process and the probabilistic model checking. So our model can predict the match outcomes and generate opponent-specific strategy recommendations. And we evaluate using like NCAA matches data. So for the future work, we want to like create larger data set and try to use the live data and modelings to like help the players during the play. Yeah, and we also want to apply this kind of techniques in different kind of sports. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Very interesting topic, completely new to me. I've never heard about this in my life. My best friend is expert in this, and he's here today. Is Dong Jin Song from US. Do you take into account, we've been discussing about sleep and human behavior and lifestyle of the players. Do you take into account that parameters or not really, or only the performance?
Yeah, basically this model we only consider about like the player playing patterns as well as their skill set.
But not the
yeah, for like human physical conditions, current model we did not consider about that. It's
and
more like strategy.
And if I want to gamble, I call you and you can help me, or is it possible?
Yeah, we actually have done like more works in like single matches, and our model achieves quite accurate results for them.
That's cool. Interesting question.
Hello, thank you. Good presentation. I have a question on, I think one slide before the two slides on the winning chances. It says serve the T. That it says like team two serve to the T 5%, increased by 5%. The chances of win rate is if serves to the T, the chances of winning is 5%. Am I reading it correctly?
Yeah, I mean this means that they like switch their serving patterns.
Yeah.
More towards like T areas. Actually, it's shown to be a better strategy. Instead of serving to wide, it's better to serve to T.
Yeah. So my question is, do you have the real data to measure the percentage that you get a 5%?
Yeah, so all the data actually is from the actual matches. So we built the model using the real data, and then we can like modify those parameters. For example, in the real match, they may serve, I don't know, 60% to wide, maybe 40% to T, and this we can like get one winning chance, and maybe we switch 5% from wide to T, like it's 50% to wide versus 45% to T, and we observe that the overall winning chance will increase by about 2%.
So because you look at the previous outcomes. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you. Any other question?
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Xiaoyu. That was very nice. I love Markov decision processes, of course. So the reward function here was not apparent to me. How did you build the reward function?
Yeah, actually, it's so the reward function for us is whenever like a team wins a point, the reward is like it is one. And actually, it's not very exactly the same as the Markov decision process because we use the probabilistic model checking to check like the winning chance of like team one or team two winning. I mean, it can be transferred to like traditional Markov decision process, but it's like slightly different. And
Because, yeah, I think that's fine, that the model checking could be used as the reward function, but with different horizons.
yeah, I mean, the reward function is that like usually like we check team one winning chance, like only if the model reach the like team one winning, it will have reward of one. So that will like, so in that case, we can like calculate the probability of team one winning.
So the reward function is actually the probabilistic model for winning.
I mean, the reward is only if they reach the team one winning state, that will have reward of one. Otherwise, it have reward of 0.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other question? Thank you so much. Thank you.